What's up, ladies and gents? My name is Parvin. I'll be guiding you through some action-packed plays submitted by players from around the world. I invite you to sit back, relax, and most importantly enjoy as we head into this episode of our League of Legends Top 5 Plays. Starting things off at our number 5 play is K Nesty on Diana with a 1v2 battle in mid lane. At the beginning, we see Zac hidden around the corners. He starts Elastic Slingshot, but Diana jumps in on Kassadin first. He teleports away, but after the silence, she dives in for the kill, but in return, the tower chunks are down with the help of Zac. Right before she goes down, an amazing shield keeps her alive as Zac tries to break through it, but the third ball collides, returning a fresh shield to her, which allows her to somehow break down Zac into his passive. A combination of perfect limits and timing allow Diana to 1v2 despite a huge disadvantage. Our second play takes us into a close team fight near Dragon with Cran OPs on Jarvan. Right from the start, we see blue team running away with the fight, leaving Jarvan and Ezreal in a 2v4. The enemy team chases after Jarvan, and thanks to the slow from Ashe, we see blue team quickly gaining on him, but then something brilliant happens. Ezreal fires off his ultimate as Jarvan turns at the same time with his EQ into Cataclysm, crushing the enemy team in a huge 2v4 turnaround they didn't see coming. It just goes to show the element of surprise and synergy can overcome situations with bad odds, but now we're going to switch gears to our number 3 spot with the solo play coming from Gryfall on Vayne. Out of nowhere, a wild Rammus appears, so she condemns him back and pops Final Hour, immediately cleansing the taunt as the enemy Sivir approaches, so Vayne switches targets. The boomerang goes out, so she flashes away from its return path and utilizes her ult to keep Rammus guessing as she finishes off Sivir. Using the true damage from her W, she goes after Rammus, going into stealth and picking up the double right after. Left in a 1v1, Sona kites back while rotating through her abilities to try and bring Vayne low enough to turn with Ignite. All of a sudden, she turns as Vayne goes over a Nidalee trap and gets ignited, but an amazing Quicksilver Sash takes off the debuffs, allowing her to lifesteal through the damage and take the triple after an intense 1v3. Coming in at our number 2 play is Minion 123 on Orianna with a huge turnaround team fight. At the start, we see blue team falling back because their support split up and they need to regroup. As the enemy team chases, Orianna sees an opening and instantly shoots her ball in, landing a devastating 5-man shockwave into dissonance into Hecarim's ult, fearing them all. The rest of the fight ensues, and from here it's all downhill for red team as they tried to recover and fight, but the back-to-back ults were way too much, resulting in a clean ace for blue team. And for our number 1 pro play for this week, we have Forever Hit on Kassadin with a play that would make Xpeke proud. At the start, we see it's an hour-long game with red team over 100,000 gold. We see Kassadin hiding out near the enemy base, waiting for them to get into a fight, and when Lee Sin picks the fight, Kassadin begins to split push. As the fight explodes, we see blue team try their best to hold them off because they know the whole game rests in Kassadin's hands, but they're fighting a man down, so they decide to try and stall red team from recalling. Nocturne runs in blindly with Paranoia up to cut off vision for the enemy team and to force them to continue fighting. Nocturne goes down quickly, followed by Rumble right after as blue team throws at them whatever they can to stall. Twitch gets stunned and dropped extremely fast, but the aggro on the wolves stop Veigar from recalling right away as some members of the enemy team recall as the rest of them head in to win the game. Kassadin takes down the first Nexus tower and switches to the others. We see Veigar and Zev recalling on the map. This is it, do or die for either team. Xpeke, we need you. Veigar runs in with Home Guard into an immediate stun on Kassadin as he loads up his full combo, but a quick Zhonya's negates most of the damage, leaving him at half health. He jumps away with the Seraph shield and then flashes the Shuriken to win the game just in the nick of time and with barely any health. Let's check that out one more time as he Rift walks away and then reads the Zed Living Shadow swap and instantly flashes, single-handedly taking down the Nexus for his team. And for the bonus clip of the week, we have Shardfest on Taric working together with Ezreal to win a long fight, all while disregarding the wall. Like always, if you like the plays in this episode, please feel free to give it a thumbs up to show it. Also, feel free to comment down below with your favorite play of this episode. I personally love the intense Kassadin backdoor and want to know what you guys think. Thanks again everyone for watching, and I'll see you back here soon for the 150th episode of our League of Legends Top 5 Plays.